So, I'm a math teacher, and today I noticed some of my students struggling with this particular problem. So, the problem was solved for y, and the equation is 5y plus 8 is equal to 2y minus 3x plus 5. So, these are Algebra 1 students, and I think a lot of them are confused by the idea of having two variables in an equation and solving for one variable in terms of the other. So, for example, some of them, they don't completely understand that if I give you this equation, then chances are your answer should look something like y equals f of x. But hey, like, they can still make it work because they know that, at least in theory, that they are supposed to isolate the variable y. That's what it means to solve it. So y needs to be only on one side of the equation and alone. At the end of this, just like this right there shouldn't be anything on the side of y other than y, and on the other side, the only variable that should be there is x, okay? So, now, we have 5y plus 8 is equal to 2y minus 3x plus 5. So, right here, we have y, we have x, and we have y. Okay, so we want to get these two y's together on the same side so that we can combine them. We want to combine those like terms, and we definitely need to separate this y and x. But there's only one x on this side, and there's no x on this side. So since this is the only x in the problem, this is the side that's going to be with the x, this is the side that's going to be with the y. Now, I want to get this that way. So what I will do is I'm going to first subtract 2y. So minus 2y from this side. If I do it to that side of the equation, gotta do it to the other side, minus 2y. Okay, and now I'm going to draw a line underneath, and let's move on to the next step. So, first things first, 2y minus 2y cancels. I need to bring this down. So let's bring 3x, but it's a minus 3x. Right? 2y minus 3x, that negative sign, that's a minus sign, it also needs to come down. See a lot of students missing that. Now we got plus 5, this also needs to come down. Okay? So plus 5 equals, okay? 5y minus 2y. We can combine like terms there. 5 minus 3, well, 5 minus 2 is just 3, so we have 3y. Okay? Plus 8, so let's bring that down. Plus 8. Okay, cool. So at this point, what I will say is, okay, y on one side, x on the other side, okay, and then we have just number 8 and 5 on the side. So y is on this side. I want to get it alone. So what I'm going to do is get this 8 over here, right? Because there's two terms. There's a 3y and there's an 8. Let's make this have only one term. So let's get rid of the 8. Minus 8. Okay, that's going to be my next step. Equals. Oh, sorry. Let's do this. Oh, and if I did minus 8 on this side of the equation, I got to do it over here. So minus 8. Remember, whatever I do on one side of the equal sign, I got to go to the other side of the equal sign and do it over there. So minus 8 and 8 cancel. Okay, 3y, that'll come down. So at 3y. Then we'll bring down the equals, okay? And then 5 minus 8, what is that? That's negative 3. Okay, cool. So then I got to bring down this negative 3x. That hasn't changed at all. So negative 3x minus 3. Okay. One thing that I've noticed students struggling with is some of their negative numbers arithmetic. If students don't have strong fundamentals of math, like, with negative numbers and basic arithmetic, sometimes it can be a struggle, but you gotta make sure to review that for them. Give them some practice and encourage them to practice. After that, they're on their own. Hopefully they're in settings that they're allowed to use calculators if they don't know how to just do it in their head. So now, 3y, that's the only thing left from y, and over here we have negative 3x minus 3. This is 3 multiplied by y. So now, think about our inverse operations. Inverse of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So I divide by 3, and key thing to remember, to divide one side by 3, I need to divide the other side by 3. That means everything. See a lot of students just dividing one term on this side by 3, or just this second term by 3. Can't do that, right? So let's go and cancel that 3 out, as you know. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so you get y equals, what are we going to have over here? So negative 3 and 3, so this cancels out, the negative stays, the 3 cancels, and this goes, so right, we have negative x minus 1. This negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1, so negative x minus 1. And so this is our answer, y equals negative x minus 1. I hope that helped.